After a lot of hard work, I managed to pass my pre-clinical years of medical school, then had the most amazing summer to recover. But the time has come for my clinical years to begin, so come along with me for my first week of hospital placement and the very start of third year. Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. So I can't quite believe it's already time for me to make this video because the whole of the summer holidays has literally flown by, but it is time to head back to medical school. It is currently the Monday after the bank holiday weekend and I spent the whole thing at Creamfields Festival, which was amazing, although it's been a bit of a crazy rush to get everything sorted. Although we are all now packed up and ready to go, we just need to say our goodbyes and then get on the road to Birmingham. For those of you who are new, I'm about to head into my third year at Birmingham Medical School, which is the very beginning of my clinical years and hospital placement, which I'm so excited about, although I am feeling a little bit apprehensive and nervous about this whole year because there is a lot of change. I'm in a new house with new people, new routine, and I'm not the best with change anyway, so it's just going to take a bit of time, but I'm so sure we are in for a very exciting year and I have a really good feeling about it all. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on all of the vlogs, because we just have a little bit of something for everyone here and it really would mean the world if you click that little button now. First, I actually need to get out the door because I'm doing that thing where I am procrastinating, not leaving. I'll be fine once I get there. It's just saying goodbye. After the hardest part, sorry mum and dad, saying goodbye to Bramble and Oscar, I then headed on the road to Birmingham to my brand new room. Now there shouldn't have been too much stuff to move considering I moved most of it in the summer holidays. However, I had a lot of bags of clothes to move up the stairs. Let's just ignore the fact I look a sweaty mess. I'm literally so out of breath from carrying those bags up the stairs because this year I'm actually on the top floor, which I'm so happy about, although I definitely need to get a little bit fitter to get used to it. I've now got everything in and I'm a little bit more settled. I had to catch up with everyone in the kitchen, but I am so happy with the house. It is absolutely stunning. I thought I would give you a little room tour before I finish unpacking and sorting everything out because there's a lot in here, but there's still a lot to put away, including all of my clothes, which I always come to uni with like my entire wardrobe and instantly regret bringing everything, although it's gonna find a home somewhere. We've actually got this really cute little coat rack to pop everything, and then I got a additional shoe rack and this rail because the wardrobe is a tiny bit on the small side for all of my stuff. And then you have a little desk here, my bed, some little storage boxes, and then you come on in to my ensuite and shower and all of my stuff here. As you can see, my room is a tiny bit smaller than last year, but it has so many handy little storage places and I love it already. And when you see the rest of the house tour, you're gonna see exactly why I'm obsessed with this house. It was actually newly renovated last year, so the whole thing is so modern, so bright. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm going to actually crack on and try and put away these mass amount of clothes that I seem to have that somehow need to fit in here and on here. Shock horror, it didn't all fit. However, I have these really handy underbed storage boxes which have been a lifesaver. Feels about 5 hours later. It is now 7:15 and I've just spent that entire time sorting out my room and unpacking. As you can see, I now have my fairy lights up and I finished sorting out the rest of my room. I'm honestly so happy with how everything's come together and it feels so much more homely now. Of course, I have my trusty to-do list and I'm literally about to sit down and time block my day for tomorrow to make sure I'm all organised and ready to start the new year. I'm just gonna get some dinner and then literally get to bed because I am knackered. I think I'm still very tired from Creamfields. So it's now a lot later and as you can see, I'm all ready for bed, but I actually had such a lovely evening with everyone in the kitchen. I always think the worst part of change is the impending and then actually doing it, and then after that you are so much better. So I'm feeling way more settled and happy. I've got all my clothes ready and I'm also gonna get up nice and early so we have a really relaxed start and we're not in a rush. But right now I'm just gonna sit and watch a little bit of Netflix, listen to my Audible and get a good night's sleep, a good rest, ready for the week. Good morning everyone. So it's now Tuesday and time for my first proper day of third year. Today and tomorrow are like full-on introduction lectures in the medical school, 9 to 6. So hopefully by the end of this I'm actually going to understand how third year works and what is going on, because right now I'm very confused about how clinical years work. But I've just got ready and it's time to grab some breakfast before we head over to the medical school and see everyone. I'm so excited to actually see all the medics and catch up on how everyone's summer was. So it's going to be such a lovely day. First day back, bag packed. Of course I've also done my meal preps for the week. Literally feels like the first day back of school, but let's go. Shock horror, a lot might have changed this year, but I still love my overnight oats for breakfast. I then grabbed my meal prep for lunch and headed over to the medical school for a day of introductory lectures to start off third year. So I've just got back in from the medical school after a very long day of introductory lectures. I have to say, after a whole summer break, my brain is literally frazzled after my first 9 to 5 back, and I feel very, very tired, although I did crack straight on and do the anatomy lectures that we need to do for tomorrow. Still a really weird combination of excited but now very nervous about everything, because it does feel a little bit like we're getting thrown in the deep end, and they keep talking about all these clinical skills of patients. I'm like, I've hardly seen a patient in the last 2 years, especially because of COVID. I think Thursday and hospital placement is going to come as a bit of a shock to my system. Anyway, right now I've got all changed and I'm actually about to head off and go for a horse riding lesson. Over the summer I loved getting back into horse riding. I used to show jump when I was younger, so it's really nice for me to be around horses. And I just thought, I know time is starting, I know it's going to get really busy, but I still want to make a huge effort to keep up with riding because it just does me so much good and it's a sport that I love. And I'm really lucky, she does late lessons 7 till 8, so I'm about to head off for that, and then I'll have a late dinner after.
2 hours later.
Even though I didn't vlog anything because I'm still too nervous to show you until I'm a little bit better again, I had the best time at horse riding. It's honestly such a good way to clear my head. But after riding I just really quickly grabbed one of the all plants boxes for dinners, which are honestly life-saving now I'm back at uni. They are so easy, so yummy, healthy, vegan, and I really couldn't recommend them more. And then of course I've got a little hot chocolate in what is one of the cutest little mugs. I thought I'd treat myself to this from Anthropology as a back to uni little uni mug, and I just think the design is so cute. So I'm just going to sit and have that, put on some Netflix, have a shower, get myself sorted, ready for bed, ready for my second day of third year and another day of introductions tomorrow. Good morning my love. So it's now Wednesday and the second day of introduction lectures. This morning I just got up and did my positive affirmations and gratitude journal. This is something I love to do and always puts me in the best mood, but I really got out of the habit of doing it over the summer, so I'm making sure to do that every single morning. Grab some breakfast and then got ready to go. I'm feeling a lot more settled about today just because I know exactly what to expect, whereas tomorrow is going to be another huge shock. So let's get over to the medical school and have another fab day. After some more introduction lectures on what to expect during placement, we had our first clinical applied anatomy session, which was quite hard to say the very least. I just got back from the medical school and I've been doing a little bit of editing. However, I have to say my brain is so tired. I don't know whether it's just because it's the first 2 days getting used to doing all of this work and lectures again. It is really, really exhausting. So I've decided I'm just going to take myself off to the gym because I always like to use it as a proper refresh. Although I'm mentally tired, physically I haven't even moved that much, so I think it will do me the world of good. My head is now feeling so much clearer, although I really was a sweaty mess when I got back. So I popped in the shower and I have to say I'm still not looking my best, but I thought I would sort out all of my stuff for placement tomorrow because I want to be really organised and there's quite a few bits and bobs that I need to sort. So at the moment I am still using this bag, which is actually from sixth form, but it is so sturdy and it's just lasted so well. But I have ordered a rucksack just because I think it's going to be more practical for the commute, but it hasn't come yet, but I'll make sure to show you that when it does. But what has arrived are these shoes, which literally look insane. They feel so comfortable. They're called Fit Flops and they basically have this really cool technology which means it feels like you're walking on air. They're going to be so comfy for walking around the wards. Then of course my name badge. Now I am a proper medical student wandering around on the wards. I've also laid out all of my clothes ready already, but I'll save you that excitement for tomorrow. And then most importantly, cannot forget my stethoscope. Now I am so excited because I got this, but it's not seen that much use, to be completely honest with you, with COVID and then pre-clinical years. So I'm so excited to learn some proper skills where I will really need this. And it also brings me on so excitingly to today's video sponsor, which is actually MediSafe. Now MediSafe is an amazing supplier for all medical and nursing equipment, and they're just a super fast, easy and convenient way of getting all the supplies you need for medical school and even your future career. Now I'm so happy to say I've actually partnered with them to get you 10% off the Classic 3 and Cardiology 4 range of Littmann stethoscopes, which are the perfect ones for medical school and the range we love. And all you need is the code Anna10. But not only that, I'm actually giving away this very stethoscope over on my Instagram, AnnaRebeccaXX, and it's worth over £170, and all you have to do is follow the instructions on there. So one of you can win this gorgeous Caribbean blue Cardiology 4 Littmann stethoscope and have the best stethoscope at medical school or in your career in medicine. So make sure after this video you head over there to find out how to win. And thank you again, MediSafe, for sponsoring today's video. They are honestly the best way to get your stethoscopes and medical equipment, so go and check them out too. Anyway, right now I am still knackered and starting to get a little bit hungry, so I'm going to try and do a little bit of finishing off work. I've got some YouTube editing, I've got some emails I need to reply to, so I'm going to get them done before dinner, and then I think I'm just going to have a really relaxed evening. I've worked very hard, so I'm just going to treat myself to a bit of Netflix, a bit of a chill, and just a proper wind down after probably the hardest couple of days for at least the last 2 months. So this is my current state. I'm trying to get these acrylics off because unfortunately summer is up, so we can't have long acrylics anymore, and it is plain nails for placement tomorrow. But these are proving a lot harder than I thought to get off, so I think it's going to take me quite a while, and then I'm going to get myself very quickly off to bed so we're well rested for my first proper day in hospital. I'm so excited, but hopefully these will come off. It's now the next day, and yes, my nails and lashes are off. I have to say I'm feeling very bare after having them on for the whole summer, but we finally got them off. It literally took me so long last night, but they needed to go. I'm all dressed in my suit, feeling very smart, and I saw everyone at breakfast as well. I'm living with 3 other medics, and it was so weird to see everyone all dressed up, ready for placement. 2 of the boys in my house and also Emily, who I lived with last year and absolutely love, are on the same placement group as me, so it's going to be such a lovely day, and we've got a really good group. So first day of hospital placement of 3rd year, let's go. It was so surreal starting placement and meeting the CTFs, which are the doctors teaching us this placement. After some more introductions, we also got the chance to practice our history taking before lunch too. So I've just got back in, but hospital placement this morning was so good. It was kind of just like another introduction again and making sure that we understand everything, how it's going to work. But then after having lunch with everyone, I had to pop into town to get this. Now, yep, it is exactly what you think it is. It is a brand new laptop, because this morning I had the biggest mare with my old laptop. It was having a blue fuzzy screen, then completely crashed and wouldn't turn on, and I wanted them to fix it. However, it's basically as expensive to fix as it is just to get a new laptop, so I didn't have a lot of choice, but I have needed a new one for a while because this has been crashing for ages now with all the videos that I edit on here. So I'm very excited to have a new one, but my bank account hates me. It really, really hates me right now, everyone. But I'm telling myself they do have a good student discount on at the moment, and I've also got a £120 voucher for free, which is basically incentivizing me to buy another Apple product, which I just don't need and also cannot afford. But anyway, this afternoon's task is to set this up, and I also have a load of editing that I need to sort out for my video tonight. So I'm going to crack on with that, do a bit of admin, also try and get my notes organised from the last few days and set up Anki, which I haven't been on since before the summer. So I've just finished editing this week's video, which is actually my 30 essential items for back to school and university, and there's loads in there which I've never heard anyone talk about, so make sure you go and check that out. But right now I need to go and have a little stretch and a brain break. I think staring at screens has frazzled me. Getting a good workout and get back to sorting my life out after. Good Good morning everyone. So it's now Friday and I can't even lie, I'm actually in a little bit of a rush this morning. I don't know what happened. I did get up on time, but I've just been faffing all morning and suddenly I need to go else I'm going to be late. But today is our first day of proper training. We have a 4-week intensive course to basically get us up to speed with our clinical skills because we've done like nothing over the past 2 years, so that then we can go onto the wards and see patients. But today's our first day of teaching in our small firms and I actually don't know anyone in my year that is in mine, so it's going to be really nice to meet some new people, but better get going as I'm honestly going to be late. So I just got back in from placement and I have to say it was a little bit of an overwhelming day. I feel like I've hardly vlogged anything just because you obviously can't just vlog around the hospital and it's going to be really hard to work out what I can and can't record, but I'm going to tell you everything. So basically we started the day with history taking roleplay practice and that actually went really well. I really enjoyed that, and then we were given our base wards, which is basically like our homes for this side of placement, and ours is a gastro ward and there's 5 of us on this ward, and we were handed over to this doctor who was like, what do I do with all these medical students? So we went on our first ward round, which was so good to experience, apart from she was like throwing us questions and I was like, I feel like I know nothing. So I've come back with a big long list. I was writing little notes on my phone of all the conditions and different things I want to research, so I'm going to try and get on with some of that this afternoon and also just work out how this all works. It's all very new, and then I've actually got a medic house party tonight. In fact, 2 medic house parties that I'm going to go to, so I'm really looking forward to that. So something to look forward to this evening after we've done a lot of work. So it comes as no surprise that I am back in my rollers. I literally live in these things, but I've just started getting ready for tonight and I'm about to go and grab some dinner. So first of all, we're going off to Charlie's 21st silent disco party, which is going to be so much fun. He is the MedSoc president this year and I'm on committee as sponsorship reps. He's really kindly invited us to that, and then we're heading to our other friend's 21st at his house. I've no idea how this always happens, but somehow I'm now in a giant rush again. But anyway, before I'm any later, I'm going to head down, have a drink with everyone and celebrate getting through the first week of 3rd year. Good morning everyone. So it's now the next day and I actually had to get up bright and early. It's not even 10 o'clock considering I went to bed at like 3 in the morning last night, but I was just having such a good time. The 2 house parties were amazing. This morning I'm off to go and get my hair extensions out. I've had these in for the whole summer, but they're just a lot of maintenance. I do really love them, hence why I'm actually feeling a little bit nervous about today's appointment. I feel like I'm going to feel really bold without all my long hair, but my amazing hairdresser I'm sure will do the best job and I am really excited. But I'm going to end the vlog here and save the big hair reveal for the next video, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on that. And also any videos or content you want to see this year, comment below because I want to make exactly what you guys want and also what kind of videos you're watching at the moment. But anyway, if you did enjoy this vlog, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and I'll see you all so soon in the next video everyone. Bye!